Gotta say, he's pretty nimble for being in an animal suit.
Yeah, well, you know, when you're an abused male in a relationship, there are
Think
things.
he's a victim of abuse? Maybe that's why the comments are disabled.
Pretty sure.
We are back.
Whoa, welcome. Hey, hello. How you doing? It is the Gotchas Club podcast, the number 1, number 2 Vulfpeck podcast. Now that Michael McBolton podcast exists, that is one long slogan, but it is a slogan nonetheless. Is that right, Tori?
It is.
It is. And, you know, this is the Conscious Club podcast. We bring you so much shtick, even though we aren't the best at it. And, you know, we didn't go to Second City or
shtick.
Yeah, we have our own unique shtick, but I think we bring a unique set of shtick to the table that that the folks tune into each week. And I think if anything that we've learned from the Vulf Sphere and from Jack Stratton and from Vulfpeck and from everybody in the pack is that you gotta work the niche.
100%.
You gotta work the niche. You gotta spend time in the niche. Jack Stratton spends time in his niche.
Exploit your niche.
Right. Jack Stratton made Vulfpeck, and that's a niche. And then he's like,
How do we get nichier?
how do I get nichier?
It gets nichier.
It gets nichier. Right. And I don't know if that's a philosopher. Do you like that I'm doing like the Jack Stratton
I
like
have
side
to say, it's very
with the SM57
Stratton-y.
here? Yeah. Well, I gotta say, I blew into the mic a little bit too much yesterday, so I kind of want to bring a full,
I know.
breathless.
I'm trying to be better as well.
Yeah. But anyway, welcome to the Gotchas Club podcast. It's the number 1 podcast in Vulfpeck. This week we are talking about TAILWINDS. That is right. It is the Fearless Flyers. It is not necessarily Vulfpeck, but it's the next best thing. It's arguably and sometimes better.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it depends what mood you're in. It really depends what mood you're in. If you're going to work out, I would argue Fearless Flyers
Also
over Vulfpeck. Not just because Vulfpeck doesn't have the tempo that can sustain a workout. I'm just saying you're more consistently up-tempo. Sorry for the text. You're more consistently up-tempo with Fearless Flyers to keep that heart rate up.
That's true.
To keep that heart rate in fat-burning mode,
Yeah.
which I need to spend more time in.
Yeah, that's true. And Vulfpeck, too. I mean, if you're not in the mood to listen to any lyrical music and you just want to listen to instrumental, I think Fearless Flyers, too, is good for that.
You sound like a doctor prescribing the best prescription for a bad day. You know?
Like that.
I think I think if you're having a terrible day, if you throw on Fearless, if you throw on Tailwinds space
I'm
which
lost.
that's the official album name. Did you know?
Really?
Tailwinds space. That's the name of the album.
Oh, really? Wait. Not on iTunes.
It was on my iTunes.
Bitch, look at my iTunes.
Go to the Fearless Flyers band.
Okay.
Oh, I've been proven wrong. Maybe he changed it.
Girl, you
Is
crazy.
the single?
Oh, the single. Singles and LPs.
Okay. Danny Wood,
I'm
Danny
so
Good,
confused
everybody, all the 3 people who watched this. Was I wrong? Was there a Tailwind space.
Let us know below if he changed it.
Tori, go to the best website in the world, thefearlessflyers.com, and you could see at one point I don't know who made the site, but whoever it was pretty funny. See,
It's
there's the
so
dot space, dot
tiny.
space, dot space. If you do command
Oh, you're
command,
right. I see it.
yeah. So you could see that it's a long scrolling page. So
Is this
it's
what
kinda
you
fun.
do when you stay up drunk? When you have too much
Okay,
whiskey
I
and
do
stay
it-
up in the night drunk? Is this what you do? You just make Fearless Flyer unofficial sites? Fan sites?
I do admit that I probably was not the soberest of birds when I did this. But if you could you
You're going to
move
have to edit this site
could
now.
you move the window over? Yeah. So if you scroll, you can see the scroll bar, how small the scroll bar is. Look at that. So it's kind of a fun
wait, you
escapade.
did show me this. Hi, Jack.
You know. So I don't know if I should just cut this out from the podcast altogether, or we should just
Pardon the typeface.
pardon the typeface.
God, this is annoying. I
impulse
impulse bought this domain.
domain.
I do remember you showing me this at like 2 a.m.
Oh, really?
One time when I caught you up.
Yeah.
On
On
second thought, I
thought,
really didn't need to, but I bought it 6 days ago.
I didn't need to. I bought it because I bought it 6 days ago.
Pondering it a third time, I'm glad I did. But for those greedy domain registrars gouged you out of the possibility of owning it. $8.56 a year. I know it shocked me too. Oh my God, you're so weird. Joke's on them. I would have paid double. I would have paid double.
Anywho.
Anywho. Very Midwestern.
Yeah, it was
review.
pretty late when I
If
made
you
this.
want to hit me up. No charge.
No charge. All transfer.
If not, that's cool too. This is insane.
I think it's. I'll keep it updated.
I'll keep it updated.
Sometimes I forget and I'm a few days late. Sorry, guys.
TCCP.com. Unbelievable.
I admit this is a grossly inefficient and expensive method of communication.
TCP.
It's a link too.
I do remember waking up one day at like 2 a.m. wondering why the lights were still on out here and where you were. And I remember going in there and you were highly intoxicated. And I do remember you showing me the scroll thing. I do
highly
remember the
is a-
scrolling thing of the messages. I remember
I don't
that.
think highly was.
But I totally forgot you
best.
owned that.
I don't think highly was the best.
Highly, okay, fine.
I might
He
cut
was
this
a little
whole segment
buzzed.
highly.
He was a little buzzed.
I was having fun. I was being creative.
I live for it. All right.
Anyway.
Welcome to our podcast.
TheFearlessFlyers.com.
That was the longest intro ever. Please hit the subscribe button below and hit that bell to know that we've uploaded a new podcast. And follow us on Instagram at
The Conscious Club Podcast. At
Yes.
The Conscious Club Podcast. That's right. It's very long and you have to know how to spell the word conscious. But that's the kind of audience we're going after. We're going after the audience. We
that
don't
knows how to spell conscious.
Here's the thing. Yeah, if you don't know how to spell conscious, we don't want you as an audience member. And
Listen, I didn't really know how to spell it that well until this was our podcast name, and then now I know it by heart, bruh.
oh yeah, at first she really was like, "How do you spell it again?
it?
How do you spell it again?" It's Conscious.
Anything else before we jump in?
No, I think we've blabbered enough for
blabbered
one day. But welcome to the Conscious Club Podcast, everybody.
Welcome.
It's a podcast about Vulfpeck and the ancillary products
Yep.
of the Vulf sphere.
So I wanted to start off today's episode by kind of picking up where we left off and just doing a quick track 10 update here just to see how much it's gone up since the last time we saw it. Yep. We're now at $50,300.
Can you click the 139 bids there? Let's see the bid
yes.
history. Okay, so what I want to know is okay.
It's stalled since August 18th.
So these are three different people, or how many different people? Wow, man!
A lot of people.
So six, whatever. That guy.
Six,
he
six,
saw
AR.
ARs and went like, "I got $100 extra. I can do this."
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man. Sorry for the cussing. Oh my gosh.
A lot of 6339.
That's the same guy. Has to be the same guy, right?
AR came out of nowhere though. Look at all these R5s. Wait, is that Jack? R5.
Why would
just
it be Jack?
going
R5?
up and up and up and up and up to make more money?
No, Jack's
Because there's
not
nobody
doing
bidding
this.
against him. R5, R5, R5,
It's not
R5,
Jack.
R5. Who would do that?
It's not. I don't think it's Jack. I think it's. I mean,
A fan voting against themselves? Or, I mean, bidding against themselves? R5 is in here from the beginning. 662. Yo, the first one was $2,275.
Yeah, he thought he was. He
Sorry,
thought he
I
was.
just blew in the mic.
He thought he was HS. You know.
What's that?
He thought he was HS.
Hot shit. Right?
You know, my dad gave us podcast.
Oh my God.
advice.
His dad did give us podcast advice. This is so cute, you guys.
He's like, if you guys really want to be successful, you guys have to really limit the amount of cuss words you say. And I respectfully agree with him. I really do agree with him.
I agree.
But I also think nowadays the niche supersedes the language.
And do you remember why
niche.
he said that we should limit? Because of the older crowd. If we want to have if we want to appeal to an older demographic,
Right.
then we should watch our cussing.
Right.
So cute.
And I said, Dad, isn't that great? We made a podcast for an older demographic about a funk band whose oldest member is in their 30s.
I mean, the Vulfpeck fan base though is really broad with age. Like, remember when we were in line?
I gotta say, you were right.
For the Greek, there was people in their 60s, 70s, all the way down to in their teens.
Not also
some kids.
Right. Not also is the audience age diverse. Is that what you
Yeah, a
call
lot
it?
of age diversity. Yeah.
Pardon me. Not only is there a lot of age diversity, never thought I'd say that in my life. I do think that their fans aren't. It's great. Their fans are as age diverse as their peers who like them, like the Trey Anastasio who came and played with them at Red Rocks. Like, that is a legend of guitar who's going like, you guys jam. It doesn't matter how old. Like, you guys aren't. Like, there's no ego. There's none of that, like,
Yeah.
we're rock stars. It's like, you guys really bring the funk. You guys have an understanding of music and rhythm and just a good time. And also G-rated, which makes it even that much more. You can bring your kid to the show. Like, your kid will learn how to, invest stocks in a golden butterfly asset allocation if you bring your kid to a Vulfpeck show. I don't know. I'm just so animated when it comes to this stuff. And I know we're teetering away from the Fearless Flyers of it all, but it begs the same thing. It's like the what the point you were making is that they're the age diversity. The age diversity is in their audience, the age diversity is in their peers, and the age diversity in who they work with.
And who
Jack,
likes other musicians that like their music too.
Right. Jack will bring together somebody regardless of their age. It's just their talent level. If you're a talent level, I'll send the cold email. That's what he says. You have to work up the courage to send the cold email to somebody to really make some good art.
Don't we know the truth?
Right. Oh my God, don't we know the truth? I'm sorry for the mic placement. I'm trying to get away from the we're directly under the AC.
You guys, it's 100,000,000 degrees in LA. Okay, we can't do this without AC.
We're just trying to be creative.
We
on
have
how
lights on us. Like, there's no way we can do this without AC. So please pardon the static of the AC.
Do you like the this look on me?
No.
Welcome to the
Not
conversation.
necessarily.
No. Because I don't want to bring it directly into it. Because last time I was like, hey, guys.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to. I think how I had it before was the better. Like
Yeah,
the
your
Jack
Jack
Stratton.
pod.
Yeah. Jack Stratton.
Should we go to the announcement of the new album?
Yes.
This was the very first.
Let's talk about some Fearless.
This is the very first Fearless song announced.
Did you hear? Oh, you can keep playing it. Just pop it down a little bit. Yeah. Did you hear that the whole formation on the why they're formed this way explained it all?
No, other than it's the shape of
It's the flying V.
the flying V.
I forgot exactly where I heard it, and you may even have a clip of this. I don't even know, because she makes the rundowns, y'all.
I do.
Let's support women here on the Conscious Club podcast. She makes everything. I just make it technically happen. She does everything else. So all the blame on her if the show goes bad. Hey, JK. We're all equal here on the Conscious Club podcast. But yeah, what was I saying?
The flying V.
The flying V. I forgot exactly where it was said, but the reason why Nate Smith has a song with his name in the title is because he is the leading bird. He is the leading plane.
Yeah, that's true. Percussion. It's the heart.
He is leading that fearless flight.
Also, visually, it's the only way it would ever make sense, too. Just to have him in the middle. Because he's
true. I mean, you could do an inverted V, like Jason Lee Bruns.
Yeah, but then you couldn't see everyone very well.
Well, I mean, it's either the Buddy Rich approach or the opposite. Well, because Buddy Rich is like the opposite. He's up front. Everybody else is behind him.
True.
Right. This is everybody's pointing to the drummer. So Danny Wood, Danny Good, everybody watching, comment below on what you think. But like, does this do the same as a front-loaded drummer? Because it's adding emphasis to a drummer. He is the engine to this flight. You have the pilots who have the gall and the endurance to win the fight of the aviation fight of the skies, right? But you need that propeller, that undying propeller that just, even if a stick falls out, he's still going and you don't even notice, right?
Heck yeah.
That is Nate Smith. That is why. Also, two members get actual name. Two members of the Fearless Flyers, the Delta Force, get named in this album, right? You have Nate Smith and you got Kenny and the Jets.
Kenny and the Jets,
right?
yeah.
And I really love Jack's paying homage to people.
And I think
really love that.
That's something that we've talked about before. Like, you can tell how much he appreciates everyone that he works with, all the adjacent members, that he brings in. How he honestly, like, it's such an honor to have your name on a record. It just shows how much he appreciates people's talents.
Yeah, and
I love that.
It was so cool. I'm really blanking on where I saw this, but I do remember.
Maybe in the pack?
Perhaps. I mean, it was a link. They always share links when it's not Jacob Collier or Collier or whoever don't even get me down that road. But what were we just saying?
The flying V again for the second time now that I've had to remind you.
No, I don't know. When I look at the screen and I see Tailwinds without the ... I think Jack's playing with us. Here's the question I wanted to ask y'all minutes ago that I forgot to ask. Do you guys remember the ... Am I just insane?
I don't remember that.
When we were in Michigan, I was playing it all the time. And it was Tailwinds, space, ...
Maybe he had to get rid of it for some legal reason.
Maybe it was the singles release. Like he released single, and then erases it and then uploads the album.
Maybe.
I don't know. Sorry, I derailed that.
I have a question.
Yes.
What do you think about the album art and vinyl art,
Hate
which
it.
we'll be getting to in a second?
Completely hate it.
About it being just basically a screenshot of the merch.
It is completely and utterly lazy, and I hate it.
I think it would be amazing if he did this, but it was just a digital design of what they use as the basis of the merch. So, because they had to get this embroidery from somewhere. It had to be a design.
Well,
so if they used the digital...
It's the pseudo-dudo.
Yeah, if they used the digital of that on a navy background for the album art and the vinyl art, I think that'd be great. Would have been a
little bit more effort.
More effort.
Right. No, here's the thing with that. Now, I'm torn. I'm torn between the throwing shade and the come on, it's a side project kind of thing. Here's the throwing shade part of it. Okay. You're Jack Stratton. You have a standard of quality that not a lot of people can meet. Meaning you have to get heavy hitters to accomplish your artistic feats, right?
Mm-hmm.
I.e. the Delta Force, with the Grace Kelly and the Kenny and the Alecos, right? You have to have heavy hitters on your team who you have to have the Justin Turner. You have to have the Bellinger. You have to have Mookie Betts.
Dodger references.
You got to.
Okay.
Because you don't win games without those people.
Okay, where are you
right?
going with this?
Let me just say this right now. I know Jack invested some money and some time into this logo. He hit up Pseudo Dudo, went on a site, saw the avocados, went, oh my God, I dig this guy. And goes, okay, I want to form an alliance. Now, I know that the Fearless Flyers is a long lineage of the relationship between Jack Stratton and Pseudo Dudo. But I want to say that Jack went and said, hey, I'd like a design for this new album coming up, blah, blah, blah. Had it made, had it embroidered. He has a $12,000 embroidery machine. It looks beautiful, sends it back. Now, if I'm in Jack's shoes, I'm going, look, I just spent all this money on a design and get it embroidered and all these things on the merch. Do I even bother myself in making a new thing when I just paid for this beautiful embroidered piece of art?
They had to okay this design with him before it was embroidered. There is a digital copy of it somewhere.
You're right.
But maybe he really loved the embroidery look and really wanted a fabric and embroidery album art. I don't know. Maybe he did.
No, to be honest, I think the album art does not. I don't think he's thinking about album art. He's not thinking about album art when he's submitting the merch. Do you?
But do you see how cohesive the Fearless Flyers EP and Fearless Flyers 2 album art is right here? And then all of a sudden we get Tailwinds coming out of left field here.
They're both EPs.
And this is an album, I know, but it just seems like a really big step.
Well, here's another thing. Here's the great thing, cherry on top here, Tori.
What?
We just went through the one part of my argument. Remember, there's two sides of it.
Oh.
There's that side.
Okay.
Right? There's the I'm Jack Stratton. I spent this money. I invested with Pseudo Dudo. I love the avocados. Got some great product back.
What's the other side?
The other side is
that it might be intent, and this is what he intended? Or that it was laziness? He's more about music than the... Yes. Here's the other thing. The other side with the Fearless Flyers, and it's probably going to be a very contentious argument here, is that the nature of the Fearless Flyers is to disrupt, is to take funk, put it on an F-16, and fly it through the Bermuda Triangle and stare fear in the face and just plow straight through it. Not see fear, see through fear. That's the Fearless Flyers. That's what I feel. That's exactly what I feel when I hear their music. Right? Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, Jack goes, who cares what the logo is? I spent some money over here with Pseudo Dudo. They gave me a prime product with some FF, a little wing. Who cares if it looks like fabric? It looks great. It also, it's a side project. It's not Vulfpeck. There's not the sanctity. Really, Fearless Flyers doesn't really have sanctity. It has attitude.
And maybe if it is all about disruption, that's the whole point of having a fabric and embroidery album art.
That's exactly the other side. Right.
And it's meant to, maybe it was just something he really thought would be cool. I don't know. Yeah. But here's one thing that really pisses me off more than the album art.
Preach.
We're going to the Key Rates website. This is one thing that I don't understand. And I'm not here to drag. I'm not here to drag Q rates today, although I love to. This is what pisses me off more than the album art.
Okay.
The fact that the Fearless Flyers vinyl always says Vulf on it. Fearless Flyers is Vulf adjacent. It's not Vulfpeck. It's not Vulf. It's adjacent. It is still Vulf. It's in the Vulf sphere.
Vulf
but
Records,
I
right?
think I know. But the thing is that I feel like it should say Fearless Flyers in the center of the vinyl. I don't feel like it should say Vulf.
Okay.
I know it's Vulf Records, but it's under the Vulf umbrella. I
Victoria.
think that it's a different brand.
I totally agree with you.
You do?
Totally agree with you.
I think that it should say Fearless Flyers, and it should be, you know.
Here's the thing. I agree with you, but and I think Jack agrees with you, but I think he intentionally took a baseball approach and went restraint. Now, I think this has a historical reference. Now, can we do a quick Google search of can we say Motown LP records? And go images. Now let's see the actual records themselves. Do they say Motown Records or do they say the band?
Well, Motown #1 is a musical, so saying Motown is just going to show the musical
let's say
Motown.
Jackson 5 LP. And then the disc. Do they say Motown or do they say Jackson 5? It says Motown on it. From what I'm seeing, that one says Motown, that one says Motown, that one says Motown. Jack Stratton is taking a lesson from the heavy hitters in the vinyl industry. The vinyl always says the record house, not the band. The band is a text. Yeah, I do agree with you that it only says Vulf on the vinyl. I mean, in the picture. I don't know if it in person, like it says Vulf and then it says the Fearless Flyers under it. I don't know if that's like just a cheap digital rendering of it. But what I'm thinking is he's thinking Motown approach. And he's thinking branding of a brand. Which the Fearless Flyers is a part of. Right? Vulf is the Motown.
Yeah,
Vulfpeck
but at least on this, though, it says the Jackson 5.
Right.
Under the umbrella of Motown.
That's what I was mentioning earlier. I'm saying, like, what if when you actually get the vinyl, it does say the Fearless Flyers, like, with text. But, like, on the Q-Rate site, it just looks like, it just says Vulf. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's, like, someone in their house. Yeah. Okay, I see. I only see black Vulf there. Can we zoom into that Vulf? There is text on there. I think this is a heavy-hitting podcast. Oh, there's text. There's text. So it looks like the Q-Rates image isn't exactly what you're getting.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better.
No, I do really love your conviction, though. When you went off on your conviction, I felt the wrath of Tori. Like, sometimes I feel when I do something wrong. And I was like, honey, rip it. Tell the people. Preach.
I don't
Preach
know.
to the people.
Something about it just feels... However, if when you get it, it does have the text. I don't know. Comment below. Does when you get it, it has the text saying Fearless Flyers on it? Let me know, because I feel like that would be better.
Well, put it this way. How would you know, say if you had multiple Vulf Records albums, how would you know which is which?
Exactly, because they all say Vulf.
They have to have the text on it.
They have to have the text in case
I think
you
it's
lose
just
the
a
sleeve.
clean. Yeah. Danny Wood's like, shut up, guys, move on.
All right, so can we talk about the other spin to this?
Yes.
There was some weird Japanese scam that happened on the Q-Reads comments section for this Fearless Flyers thing.
Really?
People were getting like Japanese scam emails from...
Well, they're big in Japan, that's for sure.
And people weren't understand what's going on, and I guess they were migrating to a new email service, and their parent company, I think, is in Japan, and people were getting all of this weird like Japanese emails after they like ordered their thingy. weird.
I don't even want to dive into Q rates. It's literally just a bag of ash by the time you get it anyway. Yeah. Anyway, guys, comment below on what you think based on what we're talking about. I really think that it's probably the latter of my two thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just Jack going, it's the Fearless Flyers. Nobody knows about them. Nobody knows about Vulfpeck.
Don't say that.
No, I mean, like...
well...
compared to Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
No, but you know what I mean?
True.
Like, they're like hundreds of thousands of people compared to millions upon millions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. I'm not putting Vulfpeck down whatsoever at all. It's just, you know, is Beyonce bigger?
Of course.
Of course. Yeah, right.
One more thing before we move on from Q rates and the vinyls altogether. I really want to say how much I love that he's releasing the Vulf Vaults.
Yes.
I really wish I would have gotten an Antoine Stanley one. I love the album art. I love that it's a white vinyl. I think that's super unique.
I love the use of the Ono Typeco font.
This is beautiful.
Yep.
See, look at the center of it. It's beautiful. It's different.
Yeah.
It's
well, Q rates lets you
look at that.
Q rates lets you do whatever you want to your vinyl.
Like, this is what I want for Fearless Flyers, something unique.
Right.
Except it's the pink color that he uses on the YouTube channel.
It's Jack's entrepreneurism. It's his Motown.
Yeah.
He wants people to go, oh, I love this band. Oh, it's Vulf. What's Vulf?
Yeah.
You know, and I don't blame him. Like, I see that too. Like, I would want my brand on something that's
see if
great.
Woody is his Vulf. Yeah, see, look.
Yeah.
How come Antoine has a special one, but Woody just gets Vulf?
Well, I mean, Antoine's
They're
not.
both Vulf.
Antoine is not a Core 4 member.
But I do love this
Woody Goss is
album
Vulf.
art with the birds inside.
You have no. Yeah, right. Yeah, I love.
That's really cute with the birds.
Yeah, it's the what is the South Park Canadian show? You know, where their heads pop off and they talk. Hello.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's using the head pop off 2D
Heads popping off.
with the birds.
Birds.
The bird's coming out of his head. It's literally cut off.
I know, but what animated show are you talking about?
In South Park, there was a show on TV in South Park called like Stimpy or I don't know.
It's not Ren and Stimpy. That's an actual animated show.
in the show within the show,
They have a show. Okay, gotcha.
They're Canadians, and every Canadian in South Park, their heads are cut open in two.
Right, exactly.
And their mouth their head only moves.
Yeah.
Right. That's what
I thought you were talking about a real Canadian animated show for that reference.
No, but you got what I was saying. Yeah.
So we're going to the next release here, and there's a comment that I want to bring attention to. What do you think about this?
Fabric again.
The goddamn embroidery again. Oh, God. I love him now.
I do think Jack is just like, who cares? Nobody cares.
Oh. There's a comment that I want to bring attention to here.
Well, here's the thing. Before the comment, I don't mean nobody cares in a bad way. I mean nobody cares in an artistic way. Like, it's going to be what it is. Like, it doesn't change the music that it's a little fabric logo.
True.
You know, it's not going to change the course of history. Oh my God, their logo is fabric. Let's render the entire album null. Void. Yeah. What was the comment?
This one right here. Come for the funk, stay for the cable management.
Yes. Now that is something I can get behind. Let's see the replies on the cable management. Exquisite.
There ain't a Verge PC build.
Blah, blah,
that's for certain.
Yeah. I was
somebody just said okay.
I was expecting a lot more.
Wait,
excitement.
Phil said ha ha right. First thing I noticed.
Yep, same.
Reminds me of my second marriage.
Cable management?
What does that mean?
Anyway, this is the boringest thread on a thread.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
So
Come for the funk, stay for the cable management.
now
Love
we're
it.
going to go into the third release, which is, I think, one of the most controversial songs ever released under the Vulf umbrella.
Oh?
Completely bearing For Survival, completely burying
Okay, let's-
Swampers. What?
I love you.
What do you want from me? You're the one who set this up.
I'm saying let's speak here.
Okay.
I'm trying to be as nice
You want me to speak here?
Yeah. You were speaking into the black. Just speak here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that?
I love you.
that good?
I love you.
I just feel like you can't hear me unless I'm like here, because I
No,
can't really hear
that's
myself
great.
right here.
That's great. You
I'm
were
here?
get as close as you can without putting air into the mic. Yeah.
Okay. Should I start that over again since I was right in the middle of talking when you
And the
interrupted me?
third release for the Fearless Flyers LP, TAILWINDS.
Okay, so I'm-
take it away, Tori.
Okay. So what I was saying was,
Can you have some stick in there?
what I was saying is I want to talk about the third release, which is probably one of the most controversial songs ever released under the Vulf umbrella.
Preach.
Okay, burying For Survival, burying Swampers. Okay,
Burying? Did you say burying? These are
burying
some
them.
hot statements. Burying? Oh, you're right. I hate the song. Get it away. It's exactly what I do when the song comes on. I hit next. No.
Okay, comment below.
Okay.
What do you think of Ambush?
I think it's another Tori. Do I dare say? I can't even carry a thought with this song playing in the background. I'm sorry.
Do you want to go to the pack and see their reactions, or do you have something to say?
Yes. Yes.
Both?
Yes. Both.
Okay. First of all,
No.
what is it that you have to say?
Okay. Much like I'm gonna get referential here. Much like my argument of passing from the last argument I was having, right? Where the fabric, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where Jack's going, who cares? It's music. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going, who cares? There's always one song on an album that people skip anyway. Might as well make them skip it quicker.
Might as well make it like
Terrible.
worth skipping.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, now here's the thing. Now, high school indie, middle school indie
Would have lived for it.
off to this shit. Dude, I gotta say,
Oh my god.
middle school indie would have been hell yeah. What is this other crap around this album?
Same.
Yeah, exactly.
I was emo booties.
No, I admit I was there. I totally
We
get
all
that.
lived through it.
Yeah, exactly. But now that I'm like, okay, I've calmed down a bit, and I just don't have the energy for that. But I also want to applaud Jack Stratton's artistic gall or artistic
Cojones.
what's not a cojones, but what's a not
Hey.
I don't care, but in an artistically good way. Not in an I don't care about humans or I don't care about people. In an I don't care, it's art. Like it doesn't matter. You know, like this is what creates conversation. This is what he's about, right? And I think it wouldn't be the right album without this. Like, yeah, there is a part of me that goes, I don't know why Ambush is on this album. But I think Jack thinks the same thing too. And he goes, who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
This is 10 albums ago.
Also, they're the Fearless Flyers, so they're fearless. They'll do anything.
Exactly. And Ambush isn't going to keep you away from the album if you're a Fearless Flyers fan.
No.
Now, also, maybe interesting note here that I'm willing to be humble enough to take myself out of the equation, take my dog out of the fight here, take my horse out of the running here. Maybe this is Jack Stratton trying to grab the metalheads into
the Vulf sphere.
some thought-provoking, changing your life things because we were all there. Now I think if you're if you're a 30-something and you're wearing the Amon Amarth shirts and the Black Dahlia Murder shirts and the, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's something that you're not confronting.
Yeah,
I think Vulf can help you confront, and I think that's what Ambush is trying to build that bridge.
I don't think it's that deep. I
It's not that deep.
I think at one point Jack Stratton was a little emo. He was a little sad. He was a little depressed. He was a little rebellious. He was a little
was
the
tired
rest
of
of
the
us
funk.
creatives.
Tired of the funk
He
for a
wasn't
minute.
into the funk yet. Like you weren't. Into
He's
the
like,
funk
I'm
yet.
always gonna be. The funk's always gonna be there. Let's just throw a fire. Let's just burn something.
And gotta say, the pack
Lit up.
liked it. A lot of the feedback I saw, there was a few haters, but a lot of people
Yeah, it does take me
really
back.
liked it. The Blake says, I found myself laughing at first, but now I genuinely love it. Nick says, fucking amazing. I love the funk, but this takes me back.
Yeah.
F yeah.
I agree.
And Sean says, it's fun to watch people not get something so obvious. Take Jack's literal meaning of low volume, add in a huge dash of irony and good humor, and remember that it's 60 seconds long.
Right.
If the drum break doesn't make you laugh, you're doing it all wrong. This is a very intelligent music crowd,
Right.
but consider taking it a little less serious if you're bothered by Ambush.
I am willing to be wrong about this. I think I guess not even wrong. It's really hard. It's hard to think because we're admiring a piece of art here, and and also that comment made you go. Just take it for what it is and digest it and move on. It's a minute.
Yeah.
You know, like I think he's saying exactly what I was saying.
Exactly,
In that.
60
It's like it's
seconds.
a minute. Who cares?
It's supposed to make you laugh.
Right.
Like, whoa, what's this doing on here?
Right, and also like take us back to even Jack has that metalhead middle school rebellious. You know, like there was a point before he found the Jackson 5. You know, and maybe it was Slipknot and Iron Maiden and I guess Iron Maiden's not that hard. But like Slayer, all that shit.
Yeah. I do have a hater, though, that I'd love to shout out. Andrew, I'll be the unpopular one here. That new song sucks and there's no groove. It's like if the jazz head guitarist at your high school got a copy of Metallica's Load from his stepdad and then tried to write a thrash song of his own. Please stick to the groove, guys. It's why I love you so much and why I infect everyone I meet with your tunes. I thought the same things as Alexander, and I was appalled. I had to think about it.
All right, let's just say here. I gotta say, Andrew.
Shady boots, Andrew.
Okay. Andrew,
Shady,
don't X out
shady
yet.
boots.
Andrew,
Okay.
you can have a little bit better punctuation. You can have a little bit better vocabulary.
Also, I
And you
hope
can
Otter is
you
your
don't-
nickname and not your middle name, because that's
Right.
heinous.
And yeah, this Andrew Fonda cun here. I gotta say, peace and love. Peace and love.
However, promptly.
I gotta say, the second you put in the stepdad, you lost me, bub. I gotta say, this new song sucks. There's no periods. There's 2 periods. There's 4 sentences. There's a run
definitely
on.
a lack of
There's
punctuation.
It's like, Drew, why don't you stop trying to be the clever one in the pack here, and complete your notes on chapter 14 of the history book. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm being a very judgmental man here, but hey. Is there any contentious comments?
Nathan says, it's not for me, but one of the things I love about Vulf is how diverse their sound is and how often they try new things. This one certainly won't make my Spotify top 100, but I'm happy for them to have made it, if that makes sense.
I think that's a more concise way of putting it than I could ever put.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly that was the thought I had in my head that was
Somebody
actually
says it
more
feels like a
eloquent.
good inside joke. Josh says,
Yeah.
it's a goof, enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a goof.
I don't know.
Interesting.
It's another contentious one.
It
Comment
is
below what you think about it.
Quite contentious.
So there was a bunch of other releases after Ambush, one of which is one of my faves, and I'm just going to shout it out because I am a huge Alton John fan. One of the only slow ones on the record.
Slow and cut time, too. Got that 1, that 2, and that's it, dog. It's brought me back, you know. I love this song. When I listen to the Fearless Flyers, so do my neighbors.
Somebody said Woody better watch his back. This Alton guy really sounds like he can compose.
Oh, I don't have any reference for the key. Sorry, hold on. Pardon me.
His headphones came on. Wigless.
Sorry, like 1998 me was took over my body.
So I love this one. I think it's great. It's a slow jam for Fearless, but I live for it. I want to take a look at Drake's take on Tailwinds.
Drake's take. Let's do it.
Let's freaking do it, bruh. This is super zoomed in because I can't.
That's
I'm
fine.
literally can't
It's
see.
easier for the.
So Drake Martin. This was May 21st, by the way, before the full album was out. So he says, album isn't out yet, so this might be a little premature. But Tailwinds is basically a concept album. Not in the way where it has some big message, but that it's an exploration of a specific sound. What would happen if the Flyers also had 3 saxes? That's the album. I think it's a neato idea. I would guess that because of having to write the horn charts ahead of the session, there isn't going to be as much of that impromptu songwriting as the first 2 EPs, but I'm honestly fine with that. I think most of the improvisation will come with the arrangements and solo choices. Mark's solo single-handedly made Colonel Panic my favorite single yet. I'm not a huge fan of the way Jack has been releasing this album.
Hey.
Shade, and I think that that's why some people aren't on board with the Delta Force sound. He probably shouldn't have picked 3 covers as the 3 singles, especially since 2 are covers of Flyers tunes. Also, Tailwinds is such a good title. I think it'll be released next week. We'll see.
You know, Drake Martin has a really interesting place in the Vulf sphere that I really think no other
Conversation
person...
starter for sure.
Yeah. And, you know, I really think that he doesn't... No other person in the pack has the power that he has. Now, I don't know if this is because he knows them or has, you know, is friends with the admins or is an admin or what have you. That kind of the Allegra Rosenberg circles, as we shall say. But I gotta say, he's quite influential, not necessarily to the audience, but to the group.
I agree.
He speaks to the group in a way that, like, when you were in class and the one guy who would, like, ask the question that everybody thought was thinking, and you know what I mean? Like, the person to really kind of stir things up for the good.
But also can stay likable while doing that.
Right.
Which is a huge, huge...
it's like,
talent.
I don't even mind that he has, you know, he's still in school and still doesn't capitalize
He
his
can be
sentences.
controversial without being a dick, which I really
Right.
like.
Well, you know, he's in school. He's used to going, here's my argument, and here are my concrete details of why I believe
And
so.
let's talk about it.
And here's my commentary. And by the way, here's a conclusion. You know, he's a scholarly fellow. You know,
But we'll see.
But yeah, we'll see. Hey, you know,
it's not set in stone.
yeah. Oh, yeah, you know, I think Drake Martin is it's also he's also really cool to witness because I would know about him in about 10 years from now had I never heard about Vulfpeck. Like, he is a type of musician, type of person, type of confident, unwavering, sticking to his guns, and doesn't care about the repercussions because he knows he's coming from the best place in a reserved place. Like Drake Martin is so calculated. This guy, this has to relate and trickle down into his music and into the type of person that becomes notable in a craft, i.e. the Joe Darts of the world. Like, he is arguably on the path to being the next generation's Joe Dart.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm going to say something controversial here. I think he might have the highest chance of being the one and only person in the Vulfpeck to actually be featured on a Vulfpeck track.
I think of the highest of feats, that's the highest. And I think, you are right. I think of the people,
Vulfpeck people.
I think he even trumps Zaska. That whole, remember the 28-day campaign of Zaska?
That was a nightmare.
No, yeah, I think
Whatever
Vulfpeck's
happened with that? Nothing.
And I was like, one of the members contacted me. He was literally like, "Good job, bub," but no. And he's like, "The member contacted me." I don't know, but those people in the UK.
Hey, you're
JK.
from the
I
peoples are from there.
I'm English. I know. That's why I could say that. Like my comment there, Drake's take.
I do like Drake's take. Are you ready to jump into the meat and potatoes of what today's episode's actually about?
I really think that's what's great about this show. We uncover nuggets of gold that really spark really great conversation. And then that's not even the episode yet.
Nah.
Bringing content, y'all.
We are going to be voting on who is our favorite Front the Flyers person that submitted a video.
But also vote for the election too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Everyone should vote. Go register to vote. So are you ready to get into it?
Let's do it. Front the Flyers, huh? It's the Conscious Club podcast. It's the Front the Flyers.
So just keep a tally in your head.
Keeping a tally.
Of who your favorite is. And we'll be voting. Well, not voting, but we'll be saying who our favorite is. So here's our first one.
We'll jabber. I remember this guy.
This has 10,000, almost 10,000 views, by the way.
You got me breaking a sweat. Working my way back to you step by step.
Ooh.
These days you're playing it hard to get. I keep on singing my song. How I know I did you wrong. Would you keep on stringing me along? Putting me through my paces, keeping me on the move, driving my heartbeat crazy. Just
Ooh.
keeping up with you.
I love it.
Making me work for your love. Took you for granted before. And I watch you walk out that door. But I ain't making the same mistake anymore. No, you don't gotta slow down for me. I'll pick
I dig
up
it.
the pace just to make you see. Yeah, you'll see. Just what your loving really means.
Stay hydrated, folks.
Don't forget.
Is that a PGA cup?
Step by step, baby, got my heartbeat racing. Put me through my paces, body's going crazy. Step by step, baby, got my heartbeat racing.
I dig it.
All right, so keep this one in your head.
Yeah, I got it,
This is Carlos. I think it's Carlos.
The Los, dude.
The Los.
The Los.
Yeah, it is
dog.
Carlos. Keep the Los in your mind, and let's head off to the next one.
All right. Let's
Mr.
go taste of
Christopher.
Chris. Yeah.
He did his own Vulf intro.
Gets a little points for that.
Now let me say,
Oh.
Vulf did comment on this one.
Fire.
Not the kind of guy who competes in a race, but you got me in a kind of
Hold on. Too happy, first off.
Well, he recorded it and then lip synced.
That doesn't matter. He's too
No,
happy.
that's why what makes it look too happy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He recorded it and then he's lip syncing it. Yeah. He doesn't have to worry about sounding good,
So he can smile.
ham out. Yeah. I dig it. I dig the first one better.
Vulf
Doesn't
commented on this
he
one.
do a trombone solo though? It's extra fun.
I think so. Here it
Yeah,
is.
I remember this guy. Yeah, okay, let's hear this.
I do like the trombone solo.
It's pretty good. Clean.
And you have to give him props for doing his own Vulf intro.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's pretty cool. So keep
Yeah,
that
no,
one
I
in your
think
mind.
Overall good. Overall good. Yeah.
On to K.
Some people have more soul. You
Yeah.
know, than other people. Not that they don't have enough energy.
On to Carrie.
Oh yes, I remember this.
The
one.
outfit's
Sure.
10 out of 10 for me.
Oh, it's classic ska.
It's Blues Brothers.
Classic
100,000%.
Blues Brothers ska. Yeah.
Yeah, inspiration is a source of creation. I see it on the
Vulf.
street. Yeah.
Fire hook.
Fire hook.
Complication is a cause of frustration. It knocks me off my feet. I can't compete. I'm close to defeat. How can I find a way to leave it all behind? They see me speed walking 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm clearing out my head. Well, clear the way I'll speed walking 1, 2, 1, 2. Sweating out my problems instead.
Now, Tori,
Yeah.
do you know any a little bit more? Do you know do you know? You can turn it down more. Do you know the details behind the front of the flyers at all, other than just upload yourself doing it? Like
It's
They
free
don't-
promotion.
they don't, other than free promotion, like they don't go on the album, right?
No.
Like it's just
it's literally just
it's a ploy.
A ploy for Jack to get free promotion for his album.
right. He's like, how many times can the Fearless Flyers like go on the internet somewhere? Like,
Exactly.
by other people's. Yeah.
It'll get people into the Vulf if people find these videos and see what the hell is this.
Right, because that's what I was leaning on. But
From what
just
I
wanted to be
know,
confirmed.
from what I know, it's just a band kind of interaction kind of a thing.
right, yeah, like there's no promise that that this will go on an album.
No.
Right,
Like the most really that happened was Vulf commented on your video.
right. It's like, hey, yeah, it's like cool. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Are you ready for Isaac Jacobs?
All Star. Oh no.
Somebody
Yes.
world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in
I
the
just guess I love how tiny the video is.
Yeah.
kind of done with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an
Vulf.
on her forehead.
Yes.
Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see, so what's wrong with taking the back?
I hope that doesn't get us flagged, but hopefully with them combined, it won't.
No, I don't think so.
All right, are you ready
It finds waveforms.
ready for Noah?
Yes. Actually, let me pee really quick.
You have to pee.
Watch it and comment it on your own.
No, it's not fun without you.
I'm in my prime, no time to waste on a slow dance. I know you're trying to catch me, 'cause I got your glance. Now you're gonna wanna try and keep up. Don't say I didn't warn ya. You got to be a speed walker. You got all that I need, walker. Satisfaction guaranteed, walker. Oh, girl, if you try to defy the laws of my business, you might. It's alright when we're loving at the speed of light. Don't you know hesitating's overrated? So stop second guessing, waiting, and go with the flow. You know, slow and steady. Already lost the race. Time to let go, get sweaty. Pick up the pace. Gotta be a speed walker. So watch your
Dope.
heart and breathe.
Really works those hips.
On to the next one. Yo Quiero Taco Ballads.
I think this is my favorite one. Yes. The Taco Bell receipt. Yes.
Literally you.
Tim Dillon.
Literally Tim Dillon.
103:28 to 79 is about to hit. Cheesy hot dog
You.
crunches. That's some double crunchy flavor packed with cheese. Let's go easy with the spicy ranch. My goodness, 'cause it's burning up my taste buds. Knock me right down to my knees. One black bean crunch wrap vegetarian. One chicken quesadilla, no creamy jalapeno sauce. Wash it down with lots of root beer, root beer. That's why I give myself a
Dude, you have to get the Baja Blast.
I know.
Get the
What a
root beer at
shame.
Taco Bell. Turn this guy off. Turn
Gotta
him
get a
off.
Baja Blast freeze, bruh. Or at
Close
least a
the
Baja
tab.
Blast.
If you get root beer at Taco Bell, I don't
You
want to
deserve
know
to
you.
be.
You get Baja Blast or Baja Blast Freeze. And if they
Thank
don't
you.
have the freeze, you get the Skittles Baja Blast Freeze. I mean, the Skittles Freeze. Sorry. I get really pent up about.
It's freaking triggered.
You know, you don't get anywhere in the city if you don't have like a strong opinion about anything because everybody's like a vanilla fucking cookie now. So, you know, people are longing for some actual vehemence or some confidence in what they think, what they believe. Am I right there, Tori?
You're right.
Yeah, that's
okay.
right.
The Gregory brothers.
Let's do this.
Gary Grant 1964 Tokyo. Gary Grant 1964. Gary Grant 1964 Tokyo. Gary Grant 1964. Gary Grant 64. Gary Grant Tokyo.
This is the lyrics.
Grant 64.
Just this. Repeat.
Cary Grant, 64. Cary Grant, Tokyo. Cary Grant, 1964, Tokyo. Cary Grant, 1964. Cary Grant, 1964.
Jack.
That's funny.
Cary Grant, 1964. Cary Grant, 64.
All right, so keep that one logged.
You got to know that guy is a film buff And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is my one chance.
Yeah, definitely. On to Spring Silver here.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
You see me walking and they can't quite comprehend. Why do I look so smooth? You see me walking and they can't quite comprehend. How do I keep my
I dig it.
I like your
Good.
shirt too.
Well,
When you walk like I do, it ain't hard to see. You should stride to your own speed. Stride to your own speed. Stride to your own speed. Stride to your. You see me walking from a social distance. I'm dancing with my mask. They see me walking and they know my game's pristine. Baby, no need to ask.
Oh, the harmony. Oh,
And when you walk like I do, it ain't hard to see. You should
Oh.
stride to your own speed.
I dig it. Stride your own speed. I dig the message. The message is great, and then Drake Martin's just gonna come in and fucking, troll us. Yeah, as usual. I love how this guy just gives zero fucks, and he doesn't care what people think about him too. I get a really innate feeling about that.
Both liked it.
Yeah. See, they're friends,
I'm proud to announce that I will be transferring to Harvard Law with a major in dance performance. All right, 4 more. We can do it. Keep them logged. Keep them logged.
Oh, they're logged, and Drake is at the bottom.
Poor Drake.
Sorry, Drake.
Sometimes I feel I've got to go.
I feel like Drake would say that about me.
But I know I just can't go slow. 'Cause I'm a speed walker when I walk down the street. And I'm a speed walker 'cause I keep to the beat. And I'm a speed walker when I'm using my feet. Oh yeah. 'Cause I know if you're slow, you gotta let go. There's no time to tiptoe.
No time to tiptoe. I like that. I gotta say, oh my gosh, I gotta say I was on the fence till I said that. I was
like the
really
tiptoe,
on the fence. I love the tiptoe. Before the tiptoe, I was like, let's move on. But
Is it
when
the
he said-
pop collar that did it for you?
No, I would have done that. That's fine.
Let's see if Vulf commented on this one.
Maybe it's the range.
Yeah.
His innate range kind of goes. I'm like, I'm not into this. It's
Yeah.
like listening to Hillary,
Let's go to the most contentious. Hillary. Let's go to the most contentious. The most contentious cover of all.
Contentious, huh? Pevin. Pevin.
G'day everyone, we're Pevin and Sarah,
Pevin.
and these are our friends, the Fearless Flyers.
Comments
Hi,
disabled.
Corey. Hi, Joe. Oh, Sarah, they're not very friendly. They didn't say hello.
Oh, Pevin,
It's for
that's
kids.
just they're jamming.
Ah, let's show them how we do it down under.
Step up and move it, let your body groove it. Step back and lose it, let the music take control. Step up and shake it, fake it till you make it. Just
I
have
dig
a
it.
listen, you'll see. The rhythm will make you start to believe. Don't wanna hear it, no excuses, quit talking. Are you ready to dance now?
Let's go!
Speed walking. We're marching and rolling. That's it, just follow me. And left step and right step. You're doing
Gotta
it.
say, he's pretty nimble for being in an animal
And
suit.
shake it and shake a
Yeah,
little
well,
more. Just
you know,
let loose.
when you're an
Put your
abused
body
male
on
in
the
a
dance
relationship,
floor. Step up and move it. Let your
there are
Think he's a
things-
victim of abuse?
I'm-
Maybe that's why the comments are disabled.
pretty sure he's a.
Step up
Well,
and
it's a
shake
kids channel. I think you have to disable comments on the kids channel.
Oh.
Right, if you go down, it's YouTube Kids. Yeah.
the rhythm will make
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Pevin and Sarah are the kids.
It's cool.
But,
G'day there, Cubs.
good day, Cubs.
They're speed walking, bruh.
Yeah. I dig it. I
We got
dig it.
two
Pevin-
more if you're willing to.
My homie Pevin is please reach out.
We're praying for you, Pevin. If you ever need a shoulder to cry on, we're here. Our DMs are always open for you.
Yes, I really think Pevin.
Do you think his name is Kevin and they decided to go with Pevin?
I do.
He's a plushie.
Dude,
Plushie Kevin.
I
Pevin?
think when the camera turns off, she unleashes on Pevin.
People could say
like-
the same about us.
I think Pevin, like at the end of the day, he's like, "Can I? If I keep the suit on, she won't beat me."
Maybe that's why he needs the suit for padding.
All right, let's do
All
the
right,
last two.
Pevin, we are praying for
Pevin.
you. You'll always
Pray
be
for Pevin.
Pray for Pevin. Free Pevin. That should be the title of this. Free Pevin.
Free Pevin.
All right, we
yeah.
got two more, and then we're voting.
Front the Flyers. Hashtag free Pevin.
All right, this one is Music Maker.
Oh no.
Is this little Dicky?
Socks on, dude. I want to look at that big toe gap. Could have just started with a guitar, but that's okay. Did Vulf comment on this? Did Vulf comment?
What? Fire. Fire.
You mean like fired? Because you would have been completely fired.
Why Vulf commented with fire emojis? I have no idea.
You know, what I like about Vulf is that even though they only really work with heavy hitters on their albums, they're really encouraging of people who really like aren't that good. And in the way,
Let's just say he could take a few classes in mixing.
well, I mean, not good is subjective. But what I'm saying is that, like, you know, that like you need the mom to you need your
Yeah.
mom to encourage you when you suck. You
Or
know,
else you'd never keep going and become Joe Dart.
right? But also like it's also like a reflection of who you are. Like when I see Vulf comment fire emojis on people that I'm like that I would go, oh my god, woo! Better watch out here. People are gonna make fun of this one. But Vulf goes fire, 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 because it really doesn't matter. You need to spread encouragement, you know. And I really think that that's what Vulf's about. The
Yeah.
fact that there's a video, it doesn't matter if you're tone deaf, which most of them are. It doesn't matter if you can't dance, which most of them can't.
Drake.
It doesn't matter if you can't play music, which a lot of them don't. I don't know. I went on a tear there. I thought that was. I think it ran in threes, but the third one didn't really make sense. But you get what I'm saying. And I believe that I seen that video before. I think that guy teaches music, so I don't want to I don't want to.
That's not good.
Can you double check that so I'm right? I think he teaches music lessons. If that's his YouTube channel, I believe. Music Maker for lessons. Please visit Music Maker Lessons. Yeah. So the guy is a great musician. Like obviously great is maybe subjective here. I don't think he's great, but he teaches people. So But here's the thing, Tori. I am not that good at guitar, and I taught guitar.
You saying you're not very good at guitar, I think, is an insult to yourself because I think you are good.
Thanks, Vulfpeck, commenting on a not so good video. You're great. No, that's what I'm saying. We do need people like you in the world, people like that in the world, to encourage people when they know they're not up to par. Because I don't practice scales. I haven't picked up my guitar in weeks. I can't play as good as how I did in high school when I was playing every week, every day. Period. I'm just not as good. And it's objective. It's not a subjective thing. And I don't put myself down for it. It's just a fact because I haven't put in the work to practice and get up to where I know I can be. Right? This guy does that. I'm just saying he's a better musician than I. So.
All right, should we watch Man on the Moon?
Take my opinion with a grain of salt, huh?
Let's watch Man on the Moon.
Man on the Moon? I'm down.
This is our last one, and then we're voting.
Okay.
I got a brand new pair,
Oh, I'm with him already.
and I talk about you. Make me the speed of war, yeah. Which time I can't lose. This is the first school day of the year, and I feel I'm walking on clouds. I'm sorry, Mr. Brigadier. I had to speed walk into my class, and I know I was bad. But to be fair, everyone around me seemed to stare. I got a brand new pair, and I talk about shoes. Make me the speed of water.
Gotta say
Which time I can't lose.
his chorus is better than his verse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it is playtime.
Solid hook.
Fools starting to rain.
Oh, the harmony.
Sure, I'm gonna give them a taste. I'm gonna walk with no waste, and I know I won't be late. But to be fair, everyone around me seems to
With the hook.
I got a brand
Ooh, bad.
Oh?
And I'm talking about shoes. That's right.
now, check it out now, for real.
Got a brand new pair. Talk
Rips
about
his
shoes.
entire leg off his body.
Got a brand new pair. Got a brand new pair. Talk about shoes.
Got a brand new thing.
Okay, Tori, I think I've made up my mind.
You've made up your mind.
No, I don't know.
All right, so from the Los all the way down to Man on the Moon.
Okay, so here's my thing. I love everybody. Peace and love to everybody. They are better than I, for I did not make a Front the Flyers video. And I really think if I did, the internet would have probably broken. To think I'm that important. Or unimportant. Anyway, I think I like the different people for the different reasons.
Me
I
too.
really love the talk about receipt. I think that's really fun. Also,
But
not a
docking
winner.
points for root beer, though.
Well, no. He doesn't win. Doesn't win because of the root beer. If you don't mention Baja Blast,
Sinner.
what's funny is that the channel is called Yo Quiero Taco Bell. Like, come on, you gotta do the Baja Blast.
Gotta get on the blast, bro.
Here's the thing: love Taco Bell. My love for Taco Bell is bigger than the love for this song, and that's the only reason why I'm even having it as a contender. But it's the bottom of the list. I gotta give it some credit though. It was fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
I gotta say the Los was first for a reason. I think technically, there are different people with different artistic goals with this. Some people are trying to front their own children's YouTube channel. Some people are trying to
Front their shtick.
turn the fearless
Comedy.
shtick and comedy. Some people are trying to turn it into ska. With the suit and the hat, love it. Some people, they're just doing different things. What I'm saying is the Los, my homie at the Los, I think
Carlos.
a serious take with a fun jest. Great. I really like the kids TV show, although
Pevin might
let's
be
free
abused.
Pevin. Yes, Pevin might be abused.
Pray for
yes.
Pevin,
but Drake Martin, I think, can go below the Taco Bell.
Below the Taco Bell.
I think we should just erase
Bottom
him from
of the
list.
barrel.
Can you just erase him? Great.
Pobre.
Gone.
Oh, poor Drake.
Yeah, I'm giving it to the first guy. I'm giving it to the first guy. The Los.
Here's the thing: is I would say, on technical skill, I would give it to the Los. But for most fun, I would have to say Yo Quiero, yes, but not because of the root beer. So I did like that one. However, the root beer, I would have to say I really like Noah. I thought Noah was super Vulfy and hipstery. I loved the rainbow text. I thought his was super fun. So I liked his a lot. This guy, I love I love a pelvic thrust.
I think, I think of the people who are trying to keep it serious, but in their own way, there's that track, like the Los and that guy. I think like he's a singer. Like he feels like, I feel like that guy's a singer. It's just he's kind of like a Second City. He feels like like an improv guy almost. Whereas obviously the Yo Quiero Taco Bell is just there to do it, for another video.
Yeah. He was fun too.
I love him.
Spring Silver was fun.
I like the Spring Silver was great. I think he's number 2. So the Los for me, number 1, Spring Silver number 2. The trombone guy.
Oh yeah,
number
that's
3.
Christopher.
Yeah, he's trying to be serious. So there's people who follow under that track. Bottom of the list is Music Maker. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
frankly,
I would say-
bottom of the list is me.
So I think we both kind of unanimously thought the Los.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you put it first for a reason subconsciously.
You think?
Of course.
Maybe.
I mean, you saw all these videos and you thought the Los was the best, so you put him the first subconsciously.
Maybe subconsciously, yeah.
Well, I mean, you didn't. There was no,
honestly, it was
intent.
just
There was no
the
intent.
First video I found, but
Okay, never mind. Completely dismantles my theory, but that's okay. Anyway,
so
it was a fun podcast.
that was really fun. I
Yeah.
am going to leave the funny funk until our next podcast for next week. However, I promised in my rundown that we would end our show with the winning Front the Flyers song. So that's going to be our playout song
great.
today. Anything else before we do our playout song?
Hey, thank you guys for watching the Conscious Club podcast. Let me turn on my broadcast voice here. Hello and welcome. Thank you guys. It is at the Conscious Club podcast on Instagram. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell to get notified when we release new episodes. We are planning to take the show to new heights. We're trying to practice aggressive patience, meaning we're going to do what we can within our control. And if it's not right, we're not going to move forward, meaning that, we want to take the show to new heights, meaning getting people on the show that are special. Wink, wink. AKA just getting fucking Jack on the show. So that's the kind of goal, but we kind of, to quote Jack, have to work up the courage to send the cold email and to get involved. So there are plans. Also, there are plans for other huge things to come in the in the Tori and Indy sphere. So to come there, and I think to play us out, the Los I think is
Our winning
choice.
Front the Flyers.
That's right.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
See you next
Thank you
week.
guys.
Hey everybody, Indy here, and thanks for watching the Conscious Club podcast. Please be advised that this is a fan-made podcast. Even though we would love nothing more, we are not associated with Vulfpeck, Vulf Records LLC, Vulf Productions Inc, or any associated acts tied to the greater Vulf umbrella. We do this show out of love, not for monetary gain. We simply wanted an outlet like this to exist, so we made it happen, and I hope that's okay. Thanks for watching, and always remember, fee fi fo fum.